The A tier?
It was a 7.5.
That shit was no A tier. What? See?
Plenty of opportunities too, but I was just always nervous. I'm like, I don't know, bro. That shit look crazy.
It's solid. It ain't no Popeyes, or Bojangles, but it's solid.
But that's the thing. I hear good things about it. It just look crazy. I'm like, these niggas sell the most random shit to be an Asian place. Like
Chicken and spaghetti, nigga.
right.
Like, what?
That's like, what, huh? I'ma try it. Matter of fact, we should go one day, Dion. You can recommend shit. But I do want to try the spaghetti, bro, because I'm too curious, bro. I'm honestly too curious, bro. Asians making spaghetti is the most bizarre shit I've heard in a long time, bro. Anybody that I know that anybody that I know that hasn't had it, ain't got nothing good to say about it. Everybody I know that has had it said it's good.
Okay, so this video is like random as hell. A couple of days ago, I was streaming on Twitch and I was doing like a live tier list. And I was doing a tier list on fast food chains. And then Jollibee came up and I was like, I never had this, but it's very, very interesting, bro. It's interesting sounding. Filipinos making spaghetti and fried chicken. And I'm not saying nothing negative against it. It's just, it sounds so bizarre to me personally. And a lot of people that has had it, that I've met or talked to about it, and said it's delicious. So I'm interested in trying it, and there's a couple of other people that I'm trying it with that haven't tried it at all. So I want to get our first reaction and see where we put it for real. Cause what's a better time to try it, honestly? All right, so among arriving at the Jollibee, I realized that, this is the only Jollibee in the area. So unfortunately, everybody in the area that wants Jollibee has to come to this one. And there was a lot of people there. So not only did I have to park across the street from the Jollibee and walk to the parking lot that it was actually in, because the parking lot was packed and filled with fucking cars going everywhere. But when I got in there was also millions and millions of people everywhere. Now, it wasn't extreme, but literally every table was filled with people. The line was wrapped around waiting for food and for ordering food. 2 different lines, both packed. It's just like, oh my gosh. And then it was not that many employees in there. And then the only employees in there was Filipino. So, you could tell they not just, got a sign outside just hiring anybody, So I ain't saying I'm not saying anybody is bad at their job. They're limited on staff, and they only recruit specific types of staff. So yeah, took us a while to not only order our food, but wait for our food too. It got so bad that we was like, maybe we should just order on the app instead of standing in line. And I don't even think that shit was available.
You already had it, but you said it was a what? A tier?
I would say A tier.
A tier?
All right. It was good. That shit. You see the first bite of the sandwich, bro? It just reminded me, when I took that first bite, it sent me back to Jamaica.
Leaking? Hold this!
It's only one stall, but the little ass shit right here, bro.
You ain't feed?
Back to my review. Don't listen to this thing about this. Yeah, that first bite, I'll give it 9 out of 10. S tier. Only thing is the drumstick, I'll call it, the leg.
Yeah.
That shit, I don't like when my meat's wet. But I don't like when the chicken's that wet, bro. You gotta soak it in the oil longer when you're
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dark meat chicken is definitely off looking.
Definitely S tier, bro. It's the best chicken I had since I've been here.
What you gonna say?
Overall, my shit 8.5. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was fresh.
And what you had, a chicken sandwich? Or just a
I
chicken?
got the chicken. I got half and half, bro. It was nice and hot. Not spicy, bro. It wasn't even that spicy for real, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was alright. You know what I'm saying? Fresh, good. You know what I'm saying? And then I got the mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes was clumpy as shit, bro.
And the spaghetti.
I had a little clump. So I ain't like the clump that was in it, but it was all good, bro.
The spaghetti?
Oh yeah, spaghetti.
Ass. Fucking ass.
No,
No,
don't listen.
don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. It was
And it
okay,
had
bro.
fucking hot
No,
dogs in
the
that.
sweetness threw it off for me, bro.
It had
It
hot
was
dogs in it.
It was okay, bro.
it was more sweet than I expected.
Spaghetti was a 6, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was okay.
The A tier?
It was a 7.5.
That shit was no 8 tier.
What? See? See?
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Five tier.
A B.5? That's crazy.
All right, so they gave their review on everything that they had, or at least a brief summary of everything they had. Me personally, I gotta give it a cool A-ish B. I'm gonna say A though. I'm gonna say A because I was truly surprised at how much I liked it. Now, because I knew it was gonna be like, you know, some content behind it, I did kind of OD on my purchase, but at the same time, I was just like, I don't want to give a false review, so I want to cover a good amount of ground. I asked Dion to, you know, give me some suggestions on what I should get, so that way I ain't just getting bullshit and being disappointed and not giving it a chance. So he suggested I got one of the pies, so I got one of the ube pies and I got one of the peach mango pies. He also suggested I got the rice with the gravy. I also got one of the chicken sandwiches. I got this little strawberry like drink, like frozen drink type thing, and I also got a side of the spaghetti. Now I got all of that because I wanted to be able to truthfully like judge a good like coverage of ground, if that makes sense. Now that rice was fucking 10 out of 10. But with the gravy, I feel like the gravy was so flavorful that even if you didn't like gravy, you should have liked this one. In addition to the rice, I wouldn't say it was needed, but it was a nice touch. So that's good. The chicken sandwich, I kind of left it wrapped up and saved it for later, so it wasn't fresh when I ate it. I didn't like wait till the next day or nothing, but I did wait till I got home after we had left there. And honestly, it still was good. I'll give it a strong, no, I'm gonna say an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8 just because its performance was well. It just wasn't as fresh as it could have been. Mind you, you saw it in the beginning. It was a lot of people, so it was a lot of waiting on different things. So the amount of people that was there, plus the supply and demand not meeting this, you know, potential, and us having to wait, all of that mixed into one, we end up having to be there for a long time. That strawberry drink, 10 out of 10. I don't know what it was, but it was a blessing, and the straw was made it even more of a blessing because I can appreciate a place that gives you a straw to accommodate for what you're drinking. Most of the time, Asian restaurants or Asian fast food restaurants always accommodate for that. So I truly appreciate them for that because it made that strawberry drink even better. I took that shit down. Those pies, the ube pie was fucking amazing, fucking delicious. Like, I wish I could have that way more often. And the peach mango pie, I don't like peach flavored stuff. I really don't. I like peaches, but I don't like peach flavored stuff. And I don't like mango flavored stuff. I do like mangoes. I don't like mango flavored stuff. But when you make it into a pie and mix them together, it makes something truly magical and something beautiful. And I would eat the hell out of those pies. Like, I would literally go on DoorDash and order the hell out of them pies, specifically them pies. Is that real? And I was saving the best for last. But that damn spaghetti, man. That spaghetti, the spaghetti was interesting, bro. It was probably the most interesting thing there. And I ain't gonna say like interesting as in bad, interesting as in good. I ain't gonna say neither one. It was just interesting, bro. The spaghetti had hot dogs and ground beef as the meat. Barely any ground beef. It's like if the can of spaghetti sauce came with meat in it, that's the amount of meat that it would have. Like, no added. And then it had hot dogs. Now, that's what took me for a fucking loop, first off, right out the gate. Because if you were live in the stream when I did the tier list, I was talking about, you know, different hot dogs and sausages just randomly. And a person thought I was talking about in the spaghetti. And I was like, no, not in the spaghetti. Oh my gosh. Like, I said it in such an appalling and flabbergasted way that when you see the fact that I actually ate the shit, it's like, wow. It's almost like I jinxed it. But yes, hot dogs. And then sprinkled on top some shredded cheese. Now, the twist among the hot dogs, yes, the hot dogs is a damn twist, but among that, it was slightly, not slightly, kind of sweet, I'm gonna say. And when I say that, you know how some people use sugar as an ingredient, but not necessarily to make something sweet. They just use it as an ingredient because it fights certain flavors and it makes a new flavor, if that makes sense. Same thing when you put salt in sweet shit. It just, you know, it does something chemical, does something magical, okay? Same thing with spaghetti. Sometimes people sprinkle a little, you know, sugar in there to give it a different flavor that you wouldn't expect. And it ain't necessarily sweet. And that's what I would say, it was slightly sweet. But this, nah, man. This shit, you could, like, if you like sweet shit, this is for you. If you like shit that always got to be sweet, this is for you. This shit was actually like, can't nobody on earth, I don't care what kind of taste buds you got, taste this spaghetti and say, oh, it don't taste that sweet, or I don't taste no sweetness, or it ain't that, I don't know what you mean. Like, it's that noticeable. But overall, it wasn't bad. It was weird as fuck, but it wasn't bad. And that's just me being honest. If I was being childish, I could say a lot of crazy shit about it, but honestly, it wasn't that bad. If I had to rank it, oh, Jesus. The spaghetti, man, I'm gonna give it a strong ass 6.5. Strong 6.5 though. It's not bad. It's strong 6.5. It's just I wasn't fucking with the hot dogs. I really won't. And the sweetness was throwing it off for me. I'm not gonna cap. But overall, like I said, man, Jollibee gotta be an A. I definitely would return if it wasn't for the fact that that shit is not common in my area. It's like one that I know of in the area. And every time you ride past that shit, it is packed with customers. It's barely any employees, so everything takes a long time too. But it'd be good though. It's good. I like it. But probably not going back. But only for that reason.